turning pages, night turning days. I'm tired of waiting, I gotta make it.
What's up, y'all? This Relly back with another video. Yes, son. Today, we once again still don't got the adapter. So, if the mic quality seems a little weird, you know why. I'm not using my mic. I can't because I have to get a new adapter. But, you know what I'm saying, we got to talk about Collin Sexton today because it's seeming like Collin Sexton would very well get an extension here in Cleveland. And I want to show y'all a video in regards to him answering that himself. But before we get into that, I need you to smash the subscribe button. If you already subscribed to my channel, share it to somebody who ain't. And when y'all are done with that, I need you to hover over to the like button and smash that too, and tell the YouTube algorithm to share my video. You get what I'm saying? I need you. But like I said before, let's listen to Collin Sexton and hear what he says about his contract extension and him wanting to stay in Cleveland.
Good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Hey, do you have a timeline for when you're going to be full go?
No timeline exactly, but I don't know. That's to come.
Let's ask it a different way. Do you expect to be ready for training camp?
Oh yes, I'll be ready. I'll be ready for training camp for sure. I'll be ready to go 100%. I'll be good for sure.
And you obviously have a contract situation this offseason. How important is it for you to stay here in Cleveland?
I want to be here in Cleveland. I love the organization, love my teammates, and whatever happens, I know that Cleveland was really good to me, and I know this is the place that helped me get to where I am today. And I know I want to continue to be a part of this winning culture and be a part of this culture. I feel like me just being able to be the start of it helped us get to where we are yesterday and where we are right now in the present. So I love Cleveland. I want to be here. So that's it.
Now, for me personally, how I interpret this is that Collin Sexton very well wants to stay, obviously. And then when we get reports like this, you understand that the Cavs and Collin Sexton is and are they're looking to complete a deal this offseason. Right now, in terms of how much he's expecting, that is the big money question, right? That is the question I've been worried about all season, because I think in my heart I've always felt like Collin Sexton was going to end up getting an extension, but it was just a matter of how much it was going to be, because I do feel like Harris is going to get some money, DG is going to get some money now, and of course Collin Sexton has to get some money. I think it just made sense, especially if we didn't get a trade, which I don't think is likely now. I think they really do want Collin Sexton. And personally, I can understand why, because there's moments where we do need Collin Sexton. We need a scorer. We need somebody who's like undoubtedly going to do what makes him great, and that's what makes Collin Sexton great. He's a scorer. I can't no matter what you think I feel about Collin Sexton, I would never take away that Collin Sexton is a very special scorer with a lot of potential to be a really, really special scorer. And a lot of people know that. A lot of people who watch Cavs games, or a lot of people who watch games where they've played the Cavs, understand that Collin Sexton can get a bucket when he wants to, especially when he played Brooklyn last year or the year before. You feel what I'm saying? When you seen how Collin Sexton attacked Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving that series, he was a man on a mission, right? This was year 2 of Darius Garland. So yeah, that was last year. That was year 2 of Darius Garland. Darius Garland wasn't, Darius Garland that we see today. But Collin Sexton was literally a man on a mission. I think when we plug in Collin Sexton to this roster, we're going to see very special Collin Sexton, because I think in a way, I know how people use that word humble, but I think more so Collin Sexton kind of sees what he has to do, and I think he understands what he has to be for the Cleveland Cavaliers to push to the playoffs. And I think Collin Sexton very well could be that piece, right? Yes, I do believe we need another wing. I think a lot of people understand that, but right now I think plugging in Collin Sexton will make us a very dangerous roster, right? And this is why I have on that banner, I'm almost 99% certain that Collin is Sexton. I'm almost 99% certain. And, I actually want to hear what y'all got to say, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that could be subjective, but, I think a lot of people would also agree with me on my take on this video about Collin Sexton. And today, I think this video should really be dedicated to Collin Sexton, because I do want to talk about him a little bit more, because I want to talk about his money, right? I really want to talk about what that lucky number may be. I think 190 actually is the lucky number, right? As y'all see the podcast that the one I just dropped and the one that's going to drop in the future, I truly believe that Collin Sexton lucky number is 190. I know a lot of people say 5 years 100. I just don't see him getting lowballed like that. I really don't. I just don't see it. I think Kobe Altman really wants to keep Collin Sexton. I think Collin Sexton wants to get that type of number. I think 150 to 190 is really the lucky number range, right? And I think a player like Michael Porter Jr., who I actually still want on the Cavs, I think he really broke the the bank. Like, he really broke the system. Like, he broke the store. He broke the shop. He broke it, man. He broke the market. Like, he truly broke the market getting that type of money, because I don't think he wasn't worth that type of money. I know he wasn't worth that type of money yet. He wasn't. He frankly wasn't. And there's a lot of players that's not really worth that type of money. And I think Collin Sexton, from his perspective, even on that clip, if you really paid attention, that he feel like he helped started this future for the Cavs, right? And I feel like he wants to get paid as a player that started this type of curve for the Cavs. And understandably, I understand that. Like, it's, I'm not hating on that, right? Like, I'm not saying a player should want less money. Like, come on, when you're young, you feel like you got a lot of potential, you a star, you feel like that, of course you're going to market yourself high. And honestly, I think the market for Collin Sexton may be that high. Now, I'm not saying he's going to get 200, but I do think 150 to 190. I do not think he's going to get less than 150. And I think if he do truly gets $100 million, I think Kobe Altman works some finesse, which I just don't think he's going to be able to do. I think it's going to be hard to do, especially when you got some lower tier, like players that's not even really on the level of Collin Sexton, that's probably going to get that $100 million. Like, because I know some people would say Jared Allen may be better than Collin Sexton, but I just don't see them giving him the same amount of money as Jared Allen. I just don't see it. It really doesn't make sense in a way. But like I said, I want to hear what y'all got to say about that down in the comments, because honestly, me personally, I don't think that's going to fly. I think Collin Sexton understands his market. He understands that it's teams that can use a player like him, understandably. And honestly, he's right. It is a lot of players and a lot of players. There's a lot of teams that can use his services. He is a good player. Like, he's a good player. He's a good scorer. Like, he's young. Right? And he's not injury prone. Like, yes, he had the injury that essentially took him out for the season, but let's be real here. This was his first legitimate injury, right? Up until this season, he had not missed that many games. So I do think he understands his worth.
That's Atlantis with that money.